ourselves a pretty impressive affair coming up. It's TYLOO versus a Beyond. And while here on this map, Blair, it's Inferno. It's the best of three decider map that all best of threes or grit best of threes end on. It's a perfect affair for TYLOO and Beyond. And it's the true test for this Ty team. If they can beat TYLOO, well, that might just break everything. Maybe Beyond start becoming one of the top teams.
Yeah, if they can take down TYLOO here, it's going to be, I feel like, the biggest curse broken. They're like, if we can take TYLOO, we can take down anyone else. It has been quite a momentous day for Beyond as a team, for all fans of ICS all around the world, how many that may be. We did see Beyond finally take a map off TYLOO after 15 months. That's a long time. That's a very, very long time indeed. But here we go. Inferno, the deciding map. As Beyond opt to start on the CT side, it's going to be TYLOO. They have a number of Glocks, somebody in summer. I'm assuming he's going to be going for the utility buy. For the side of Beyond, there's going to be STK once more, taking one for the team. He's got a flash, he's got a kit, USPs and Kevlar for everyone else. We have a Molotov, a couple of smokes, and a flash for TYLOO.
TYLOO kind of sucked in the pistol round so far, Bless, so I'm kind of hoping they change that coming into Inferno. They've got much more utility, so clearly they have an idea. I want to see if they can execute that idea properly. I think Beyond have just forced TYLOO to respect them as well. You remember back to the last time we seen these guys play, Inferno was one of the maps selected. It was the first map out. TYLOO came into it with a proper game plan. It was just straight, immediate aggression on the CT side, pushing everything, making sure Beyond were never comfortable, and they kind of scared them a little bit. But I think Beyond have rattled TYLOO's cage. I think they've realized, okay, this team need our respect.
Yeah, I mean, and that itself is quite impressive. You know, TYLOO to respect another team over here. The hit is coming in towards A. The trades are fast and furious. It's a 2v2. Winnable still for Beyond. The problem is, Dinko, Merold, the one with the Kevlar, is down to 12 points of health. One bullet on any part of his body, and he's done for. And the T's, the two surviving members, it's Summer and Danking. Both of them have picked up the USPs. Danking spots a player towards... Oh, this one's done. Summer finds STK. That was a player with the health, and he gets taken down. And TYLOO, well, they win the pistol round, despite losing a man early on. I'm just going to bring up the stats very quickly here. Like, if you look at Mirage, which Beyond just won, I mean, the stats, I think it just got updated. But, TYLOO were 82%, they had 82% win rate on this map. 83% actually on Mirage, and Beyond had 48% or something, and they won that. And now heading into Inferno, this is a map where TYLOO have played 14 times. It's the second most played map in the past 3 months. And they have, in the past 6 months actually, but they played 14 in the past 3 months. They've won 86% win rate on that. While for the side of Beyond, they played it 15 times, and they've won only 47% of the maps, which is just insane. But still, stats are stats. Numbers aren't always correct, as we do have a full stack taking place towards B, and unfortunately for the side of Beyond, TYLOO have opted to go towards the A bomb site where it is completely empty. There's no one there to defend, and it's going to be a free round for TYLOO. It's going to be one of those rare rounds where I believe Beyond, well, they're going to try to save all their 5 USBs, not feed them, but 100% sure Summer and Slowly are going to be going on the hunt to farm some cash. Did he clear apartments? Because this is interesting. We just left one player over at A, which is fair. There's no one there. We have the advantage of, you know, having the X-ray and everything, but this is that was a little risky from TYLOO, I feel like. Okay. Casualties. Okay, more casualties. This ain't bad. It's pretty solid. Beyond, they are dealing a bit of damage, but this SMGs will still be a problem. STK finds Summer. This is turning out to be a very expensive round for TYLOO. Even if they find STK, Dinko. Oh, he gets taken out in the end there. They've lost the 2 SMGs, and they've lost the rifles. They've lost 2 AKs. And another MAC-10. And the problem is, it's not about just the weaponry. It's the fact that they have to repurchase all the Kevlar and whatnot, and that's quite a lot of money being reinvested by TYLOO into round number 3 in what should have been I feel like they should have not even lost a single player there, or maybe at max 1.
it's all about grabbing control of the economy early on. We bring that up all the time, but when it comes to these important games that we know are going to go right to the edge, they're going to go right to the end of the regulation, you need to have as much money as possible. Otherwise, you're going to let one team build up a pretty substantial lead. And beyond, they've got themselves a good haul. There's Olivia playing a bit of an off-angle in the site. He'll take that initial information and fall back into the bomb site itself. But TYLOO are wrapping around this A site, looking for these kills. You're going to start tapping away. A little bit of damage being done across the board, but it's somebody with a headshot. Olivia going down, slowly following instead as well. And there's TYLOO with a man advantage, and the bomb site completely taken. Beyond, take a look at their economy and realize, well, they either have to get a kill immediately here, or probably have to save call.
I'll just save right now if I'm them. It's really not worth it. They can't retrieve the rifles either. One's over in balcony, one's inside the bomb site, and there we go. That's a right call. I love that from TYLOO though. I love it. They didn't waste any time, ran on straight towards mid, and they had an idea that Beyond's probably going to have 3 players towards Banana early on in the round. And they're like, okay, that A bomb site could be easy, could be ripe for the picking, and there you have it. They're going to just win the round very convincingly. Shouldn't be losing any players as well. They have evacuated the premises, and SK still sticking around, Dinko? Oh, Summer does get taken down. That's a little expensive. And QQ just running in, trying to find... Sorry, SK just running in, trying to find something, and he will, in fact, retrieve a rifle. An AK-47 picked up. So for Beyond, 0-3 down, but they can still eke out a buy here.
On TYLOO over here. Could be having that organ play on the hands of somebody who has been terribly quiet, I feel, across the series. Has moments on Trent, obviously. His big somebody moments where you expect, but over a Mirage, he was basically non-existent. Bottom fragging for the team, looking a little bit rough. So hopefully that change is coming into Inferno. And it stays that way, because 3-0 up for TYLOO right now. Banana control being taken by Dan King. He's going to start rattling shots. They're just going to leave him there, and the rest of the team turning their...
And slowly has... I feel like it's been perfect. They're going to go for the dry peek, Dinko. The bomb has been spotted out, and somebody still gets a kill through the smoke. There's still a player waiting, and it's going to be Olivia. Finds one, not able to get the second kill, though. It's still a 3v2 advantage for TYLOO, and the problem is the remaining CDs is so far away from the bomb site, so bomb gets planted. And QQ and KNTZ on the retake. They have a kit, smoke and a flash for KNTZ, but this is going to be very hard. So yeah, the call's gone out again. Yet another save coming in for the Thai side, and TYLOO, they just rest control this B bomb site. They get her 4 rounds. So far flawless for the side of TYLOO, and QQ not able to save his FAMAS, and KNTZ peeks out, hoping to catch someone off guard, but he loses his gun, so nothing safe for Beyond. They have the loss bonus, Dinko, but it's still not going to be good enough for a solid buy here. So pistols and armor, probably.
I mean, this is that start we talk about when it comes to TYLOO, right? If they get that flawless start going, especially on Inferno, we've seen it in the past from them. This is where they become almost unstoppable if they get going too far, right? And Beyond, I feel like they need to grab a couple of rounds in the near future, if not in the next round, the one after. They need to do something, blah. Because TYLOO are just going to start building that scoreline. And when you put TYLOO in a position where they win round after round after round, you're looking at 8-0, 9-0 on the clock. Well, at that point, they forget about all the problems over on Mirage.
Once again, this B-bomb site, it's going to be really hard to hold Mayroll. Just playing anti-flash, but Summer comes charging in. Nice spin around there. I believe he got the dink onto STK, and yeah, it's going to be another round going the way of TYLOO here. Although, they'd be looking to not make it too expensive, Dinko. Like, we all remember the second round where they lost so many players to the USPs. Danking finding STK through the smoke, trying to make his escape, and yeah, that's going to be another round. Of course, for Beyond, it was just a very light investment. I wonder if KNTZ is going to be sticking around with the alligator here, or going into the next round.
I mean, it's pretty valuable, even in the gun rounds. It's not like they're going to have a lot of money. So I think so. I think he's probably got no other option but to keep this. He can play it up in the apartments. Certainly an area you can bring. How cute of you.
The problem here for Beyond this buy, right, because of the little bit of the investment in the pistols and whatnot they had the previous round, None of them have any helmets. Now, against the AKs, you'd be like, okay, you know, one-on-one duels, it's not going to be a problem, but there's an AUG, there's a MAC-10. And the Summer just explodes out, you know, they're taking somebody's duel just to one goosh, as I like to call it, on the head, and your aim's going to be all over the place, so it can get a little worrying. Oh, the timing there for Olivia. Unscopes at the worst time possible, and here they come charging out. Canty is blind as a bat, and they've just been run over. Olivia, what can he possibly do? He's doing a great job staying alive, but he's gonna get just shredded by Danking, and again. Oh.
Well, some are going down. A couple of seconds left. Blood, they're going to have to go here. The Chinese side are dropping like flies, and STK, well, is the fly swatter. The bomb on the other side, though. He'll be very happy with just taking these kills and staying alive. And they're just trying to take it down, eliminate this M4. And it doesn't really matter. It's 6-0 up for TYLOO now, Bled. They'll be pretty comfortable with how things are going. And when we take a look at Beyond over here, it'll be a bit of an awkward scenario where a couple of players have money. You've got M4 in the hands of STK. He also has money in reserve, but you really don't want to buy here. You're not going to get a good enough buy to compete against that of TYLOO. You want to keep as much money as possible, even though you're 6-0 down. Well, they're going to go for the buy, Blah. They need rounds, I guess. They're going to go for it. It's going to work out. Pretty decent buy. I mean, he got a few weaknesses, obviously, in the SMGs, but STK being the selfless player, he's going to toss over that M4 and just buy utility with his spare cash. And, well, QQ, I mean, he's been so quiet. He's been the quietest performer across the series for this team, I feel, in a lot of moments. So we're going to see what he's going to pick up. It'll be the M4 and just a smoke. So not too bad. Really solid buy, actually. All things considered. But not a whole lot of utility. And that's a big factor when it comes to Inferno.
Yeah, and that's always a worrying thing, right? Like, if TYLOO, if they can slow it down. Right now, TYLOO obviously know that, you know, max loss bonus has kicked in a while ago. But they're gonna, all they have to do is just try and, like, draw the utility, which is taking place over Banana. If you take a look at it, like, a lot of utility being used already, and now they have two smokes, a flashbang, and someone tucked in the corner. You have to check it, and they will check it. But Olivia, so good! He's so sick! Finds 2 kills in a spray. Attacker and slowly fall. At least the trade does take place for TYLOO, but he's done the job. Danking finds another one, and May rolls from behind. But that means the B bomb side's open. They've got both the flankers, Dinko, and QQ and KNTZ. Well, at least they find somebody. Now it's all on Summer. He's just gonna leg it for the B bomb side, and it is gonna be a 1v2. He's gonna get the bomb down, but this is the best chance Beyond have had in, like, seems like forever to win a round.
Well, Summer, he's got QQ out to his left side here. He needs to be careful as they move forward. Needs to be the pickup as Summer holding on. QQ moving forward. KNTZ, they move forward into the crosshair. The waiting arms of Summer, and he only gets one. He was so close to finding that second kill and winning another round for TYLOO, but finally Beyond. They go for the investment. They throw everything on the table, and they walk away with the round win. The money, I mean, it's another scenario, Blair, where they're not going to have utility. They're not going to have the solid goal purchase in terms of getting that AWP out and having the full utility and all the bells and whistles around it. But it's certainly enough. And as long as they can keep winning these and not fall going into this next round, because TYLOO have so much money, well, then maybe they can come back. And maybe they can get a scoreline that looks a little more respectable than 6-1.
In that 2v2, I mean, again, like, when you're like 6-0 up and you're feeling it, I really can't blame somebody. But I feel like if you maybe just fallen back towards second mid and just cut off the rotation for a while, because Summer was just running towards B bomb side, right? You just waited towards mid for a while, found out that there's no one who's rotating in from mid, and then just, like, went towards Banana to help out his teammate. I feel like that could have been an easy 2v2. But good work from Beyond to, like, make it a 2v1. Finding the kill onto Summer. Oh, that is brilliant. Brilliant flashbang, brilliant movement, and slowly's going to spot the player out, and they're just going to go in for the hunt here. Mayrol's taken out very early in the round. And TYLOO, well, this is going to actually slow things down a bit.
Slowing things right down indeed. And now TYLOO starting to wrap this A bomb site again. A very passive setup created from the CT side. They need to be a little bit careful about this. And Summer, he's caught the rotation STK coming in, and that's the problem with playing so passive from the start of the round. If you're beyond, you don't have the information. You don't know how many players are pushing up in towards Archway to go for that fight in the CT rotator, and it's done. TYLOO just capitalized on all the little small mistakes there from beyond. It's not like they make any mistakes in how they played. It's the lack of what they were doing, the lack of movement, the lack of aggression, the lack of information that costs them.
Yeah, just getting dissected, and such a hard round to win earlier. Dingo coming down to 1v1, they win it, and Beyond's like, okay, this is where we start to come back. This is what we did in Mirage, but then TYLOO just like stomp back down, stomp on their faces, and be like, all right, this is reality. The reality is you're not going to win much more. This is looking very dire already. Now, I know he said this in Mirage, but this is, how do I put this across? This is more convincing from TYLOO. It's not requiring, you know, a player just popping off and hitting some nutty shots. You remember how many rounds on the T side where it's like a 2v4 or like a 3v5 and TYLOO just bring it back? This is way different. This is beyond just losing a man at the beginning of the round almost every single time. And even at the end of the round, KNTZ not able to save anything. Somebody leaves no prisoners, Dinko. Money, it's again in a... it's in a rough spot. If I'm beyond, I just go for some pistols. KNTZ once again with the auto shotty. Might as well. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Beyond are feeling a tad bit desperate.
You can't blame them for feeling desperate. You have every reason to be at this point. TYLOO 7-1 up. KNTZ will get his auto shotgun out into another round blow. We'll see what he can do with it. He's going to be slowly starting things off with a nice kill on the STK. KNTZ is going to go into the apartments. Player up here at Summer, and he goes down. Good kill from KNTZ. Summer was just not ready for that.
Yeah, money in the bank. That's $900. An upgrade to the AK-47. He can even gift that other shotty over to one of his teammates. Meryl's playing in the smoke. He's trying to be cheeky, Dinko, but the smoke dissipates. And he is naked in the open. He slowly pushes him through the smoke, finds Olivia. That's around. Can't easily just hold on to this AK-47. There's no point going for it, but guess who's on the hunt, Dinko? It's a certain someone. It's a certain somebody. Slowly's on an ace.
Oh, slowly. And what? Stan King takes the kill. KTZ goes down very quickly indeed, and it won for TYLOO. Now, we looked at the statistics. We said, okay, this is even more favored for TYLOO coming into Inferno. Yeah, I think we could see that play. It's certainly playing out that way. TYLOO just look a little more comfortable on this map, or a lot more comfortable. Over here for Beyond, it's the AWP out for Olivia. They will get their buy-in finally, where they have all the bells and whistles to play with. I feel like this is probably one of the first times we've actually got to see Olivia play with this AWP in the gun round. So we'll see if he can get it over the line for Beyond. We'll see if he can step up, because he can certainly be an influential factor here on Inferno. Although sometimes he does go a little bit missing on this map, especially in the important games.
It does. It tends to happen, and hopefully this is not going to be the map. I mean, it looks pretty grim already. Flashbang is good, and Olivia so lucky to stay alive, and that is the experience, Dinko, from someone not over peeking. He knows he's done the damage, but he doesn't push ahead. In the meantime, slowly he's just opened up Banana alone. Of course, helped out by a flashbang, but that's it. That's a round done. Danking's even gonna get a kill onto Olivia. I mean, he's got an AWP and he's still going for more. Will get found out. KNTZ will retrieve an AWP, but the hunt is on, and somebody's on the case. This is just brutal from TYLOO.
Yeah, this is the TYLOO performance we've been waiting for in the series so far. I think when they realized, okay, we've actually just lost. Was that? I don't like this feeling. Let's just let's focus on going into this third map. Let's fix all these problems. And so far so good. They look much more comfortable on this final map. I also have to say, Beyond have kind of become stagnant, right? They feel like they've lost that confidence. They've lost that exciting play style that they had. They stopped going aggressive on the CT side. They stopped even trying to fight for early information. TYLOO just kind of put them in their place again.
Ooh. That's lucky. And TYLOO have so much money, Dingo. They can just keep buying up. They can just keep going for this hunts, even if they're losing or hemorrhaging players. Doesn't really matter. And once more, Beyond, they're gonna entrust the Zoom banger into the hands of Mr. Olivia once more. I don't want to really like. He's actually top fragging for his team, which isn't saying much. Because he's sent 7 frags, and everyone's like 5, 6, 4, and Merylton 2. It's just like nothing's going their way. Absolutely nothing. And I don't think it's just like a player problem or an individual problem. It's just that TYLOO's T side is just so good. They're just opening things up, and Beyond's their protocols are all over the place. They're falling. I mean, they're getting picked apart by typical defaults from TYLOO. Like the banana hold is abysmal. It's just getting wrecked, and they're also getting all these picks towards mid. It's just not comfortable. And yeah, it's clear why, you know, Inferno is not a map that Beyond have good stats on. TYLOO just laying it bare.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Flashes down in towards middle. It'll be Dan King chilling out here. Oh, two bananas, should I say? God, it's 3 maps. Like, this is when your brain starts to give up. Seen a lot of Counter-Strike over the past few days. And oh, Summer trying to extend from the apartments. NTZ is available and is able to pick him up on the Yogg, and now the push in towards top middle. Oh, that's not too far off, play. That's pretty damn close from Olivia. But what I like is he doesn't stick around. He actually falls away. He knows that TYLOO like to walk through smokes.
He does indeed. For the first time in, I feel like in a long time, a little bit of an advantage for the CT slowly. Oh no, oh, the timing, Dingo, the timing. Olivia, he was scoped and he was waiting, and the moment the Molotovs and the smokes were getting tossed in, that's when he decided to rotate. With his back turned. Free kill. I mean, perfect timing on the peak coming out from Slowly, but that shouldn't be happening. Slowly's not wrapping around. He's not just not making any noise because they don't really have much time. And Slowly, Meryl's doing everything he can. 8 seconds on the clock. They're gonna get the bomb down, but this is doable, Dingo. It's a 2v2. And Beyond, if there was a time for them to come alive and just steal a round back, now is the opportunity. Somebody getting spotted out, getting a little too overeager with Molotov to cover off his escape. QQ sneaking in. Well, that didn't last long.
Well, any hope and success for Beyond on the first half at least is gone. I lose double figures already. Somebody with a 3k in this round. KTZ only does get an ult, but at least that's something carried over to the next one. Something positive being brought into the future for Beyond. But I think they can be happy. I don't see a way they can win Inferno, but I think they can be happy with the performance in terms of taking a map off TYLOO. And what's a little bit more heartbreaking, Blair, is the fact that they could have and probably should have won this series 2-0. If you think back to Train, how many BS TYLOO rounds there were, and I mean, they probably would have lost Train, right? And so Beyond could be in a situation right now where they've picked up a win against TYLOO 2-0. Unfortunately, this is reality, and we live in this world.
Oh my god, King has barely taken any damage, and Meryl's like, there was some Molotovs there. How are you here? How are you even here? It doesn't make any sense. Olivia replies back by fighting slowly just getting on top of the boxes, just trying to ensure nothing. Like, but Beyond get up to nothing, and they're gonna try and save, and already the hunt is on again, Dinko. Like, oh my god, this is just...
We might as well just record one round, Blair, and play it over and over again until it's 16
two rounds. One for the A side, one for the B side. I have no idea where attacker is. Oh my god. That's just... Call The Hague. Call it. This is a war crime. They're just bullying Beyond at this point in time. They're just pissed
Mm.
off right now, Dinko, losing Mirage like that.
Yeah, you make us lose. Not happening.
You took a map off us? That's us giving you hope. So now when you lose this game in this fashion,
It's
you're going to
actually
be
just next level,
crushed.
yeah. It's actually just next level so they can they feel like Beyond were starting to climb over the cliff of the mental brick or mental block they have against TYLOO. And so TYLOO realized, okay, we'll give them a little map. We'll really play with them this time, right? We'll give them hope, make them think, well, finally we've got over the mountain. And they realized only halfway up. And they've been just kicked to the bottom again.
Yeah, this is just the auto shotty Dinko. They did get a kill earlier.
Yeah, I've got man advantage here as well.
This entire experience for Beyond is like me solo queuing in Asian matchmaking, where I have like 4 teammates who none of whom speak the common language. They're just yelling at you, and then on the other side you have like some 5-man stack of like 5 Chinese aimbotters who are just like this hive mind, just running in and just wrecking you, and then just sitting there with 1 kill and 11 deaths and wondering what's going on. And then either the Filipino or the Thai player in my team's like, you're so noob, delete the game. I'm like, but you have 1 kill, you just like me. Well,
That's the best part. It's like when people are insulting you about your performance and they are literally at the bottom of the team, they have no understanding. It's like they're just a voice and they don't actually understand that their performance is just as bad.
I believe in Meryl's. I believe. Oh, never mind. I don't. He's dead. Yeah.
I don't.
Sorry. I take it back. Summer.
Come on, Blair. Come on. It's like
I'm just trying to, like, you know, like in Dragon Ball Z, everyone raises their hands and they're like going to give him the power. At least it's not going to be 16-0, but you know, some face being saved here because it's Inferno is a decider map. You're the best team in Southeast Asia. You've allowed Inferno through, meaning that you can kind of play the map. I mean, you're not terrible at it, but this CD side has been just... That's the thing. I don't even know if it's bad.
Non-existent.
Yeah, it's just not there. TYLOO have just whipped them, bullied them. Just... Oh my lord.
I love how everybody has like 14k on somebody, 10k for Slowly, 6k for Summer, 10k for $100 for Dan King. Just, what?
That's because he keeps dying with an op.
Yeah,
Just pushing
exactly.
it.
He just like pushes.
Hey guys, I'm gonna walk on in with an op to kill this player with a Mag 7 just to, you know,
Sure,
take
go
it away.
for it, Dan King.
Yeah, they're like, do go for it. We got $40,000 for you. Oh, somebody beyond the grave burns a player alive. It's so casual. Like it's almost like they're death matching. They're just running in. I mean, yeah, they're using utility. They're working as a pack. Again, Tyler's not doing anything, you know, bad or terrible. It's just that it is so clinical, and Beyond haven't been able to adapt. And I feel like they haven't. Like in 14 rounds, how many full buy rounds with a full set of utility have you seen from the side of Beyond, right? There's always a player with, you know, like a lack of utility, maybe a UMP, maybe some SMGs or an X7 in the XM in the mix. It's awkward. 3v3. They got rifles, they got smokes, they got flashes, they got a kit. YOLO, do it, go for it.
Well, Summer holding in the pit. 3 versus 3, but Dan King in the site gets 1 on the AWP, but it's Summer again. You got to keep eyes on him. He has nothing done, so it's Attacker having to win a clutch, and he's done this before, Blair. He's broken their hearts time and time again, and he looks to do it once more. He's on the site. Mayrolls.
Oh.
Trying to have this bomb and hold it, but
yes,
Mayrolls, he gets it done. It was a millisecond on it. Attacker playing around the corner, and the defuse. It manages to complete just before Attacker comes around. And what a celebration. A second round picked up. They double their score, and it's off the back of a defuse. He just sticks it. I love it. He's just holding it. Attacker comes around the corner. He's just holding it down. He's holding it down. Attacker realizes just a little too late, right on the second as well. Well, 12-2 Beyond, they'll take everything they can at this point. We head into the last round of the half. They haven't really got anything to work with. And I'm not just talking about the weapons they've got. They've only got 2 rounds. So going into the second half, it's going to be very difficult for them to be able to do anything. Normal services have resumed.
I just all tapped out from the feed. just for literally for like 2 seconds, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's over. There we go.
Oh
13
my
rounds to TYLOO.
god.
That's literally just holding W. There's nothing to break down there other than they ran down banana, they got headshots, and they have a 13th round.
They're like Roka, you know, just hitting headshots and such. It's really hard to come back from that. I just want to I mean, look, here's the thing, right? I was the most happy person when Beyond won Mirage. Just to like let everyone know, I was the happiest person because I was like, yes,
Yeah, when you
TYLOO.
got off the broadcast, well, we really like that's when the true emotions came out. It was you guys didn't see Blood was celebrating.
I was like, yes, finally, TYLOO getting punished for those plays, you know, and Beyond showing
Yeah.
that hey, they can go toe to toe, and then TYLOO's like, yeah, no, we just gave you a handicap. We just wanted to make this loss even more painful. But Meryl's opening kill, Danking's gonna fall. It is doable, Dinko. We've seen some comebacks so far, except not against TYLOO. So, oh, there we go. Somebody finds Olivia.
Wow. There's the reply needed. Oh, Flash Gaming stickers here on Summer's USP. That was an interesting project. It never really worked out.
Yeah, that's it. Does tend to happen, right? Like you have all these cool, again, it goes to show that team is not necessarily some of the parts. It's it's always that X element. Somebody.
Ooh. He's going for his little shoulder peek, but he's been pushed up. Oh my! Woo! That is just filthy from somebody. He's under so much pressure. He's been pushed down to 40 HP. He's on the fallback. He's retreating back to the B bomb site, and he hits that headshot. Now that's just disgusting. Somebody does the most ridiculous things. And while Summer, he's here. Ow.
That is just fundamentally like wrong from somebody where your teammates are nowhere nearby to rotate. Like if you lose at bomb site, they're gonna get the bomb down, and he just sticks around, and of course he's gonna hit that shot. It's just somebody, right? Like it's not just me. You can ask anyone who has ever commentated or casted a single game of TYLOO Counter-Strike, and you're gonna be like, yeah, it's just somebody. You can't. There's no reasoning behind him. He just makes it work.
Oh, fantastic stuff, somebody. Really nice stuff. And while he's gone back into banana this time, spraying away with a FAMAS, he only gets one kill. His crosshair was a little off there, and now slowly having a reposition at the back of the B bomb side. Finally. The one sane human on this team. And well, he gets one kill. KNTZ will take him down, though, quite quickly on the FAMAS. And now Dan King starting to try and wrap back from the ruins. I do not want to see a Bren-style retake here. Not one by one. Instead, Dan King denies the bomb plant. They don't even have eyes on ruins. And now Attacker and Summer, they're going to start going in together. Finally, the bomb is not even down either. So this is looking so good for TYLOO. Map point, series point, it's been collected. It's just Olivia. Attacker gets rid of him as well. And that's just annoying. Dan King just denies the bomb plant. No one looking at construction. No one even aware that that's a possibility. And Dan King, he's done enough just to create enough chaos and buy enough time for his teammates to get over it. And you can see Beyond couldn't even get that bomb down. So the money's gone. And TYLOO should be taking this series.
It's been a pretty topsy-turvy series if you really think about it. I mean, like you saw Train, Dinko, that was so very close, and then we saw Mirage, which was again a very close affair, and then we saw Beyond bring it back, and Inferno is just like normal services have resumed. Beep beep beep. TYLOO are just completely wrecking Asian teams again. I'm happy still
Well,
didn't get a kill with the alligator, because that would have been just a cruel injustice to Beyond.
Yeah, well, TYLOO, normal services resume. Good performance on Inferno that kind of makes up for the loss over a Mirage.